Hello, hello. I'm back again. So, I was going to do this stream yesterday, but right as I finally had time to get going with it, it was like 2 hours to maintenance. And I will be very surprised if I complete both of these quest lines in 2 hours. Oh, alas. But today I will be going through the physical DPS and the healing role quests. And then we'll see what time we're at. If I do end up doing the master quest as well, it'll be in another stream later tonight. But I wouldn't put any money on it, you know? Most likely not, but who knows? I have been known to do similar things in the past. I should be able to stream tomorrow, so it'll most likely end up happening tomorrow. But last time I went through the tank and ranged DPS quests, wherein we defeated the cardinal virtue of Brandon, also known as the Daikaio sign, who was a paladin/knight-esque figure from, give me a minute, I got it, Vobert. We learned more about his backstory, and we also did the ranged DPS one, which gave us the background of Nilebert, the warrior of light black mage, also known as Phronesis. We met some important characters through this. Where is he? I don't know. Yeah, where is he? I guess he's just not here. Granson, who I thought would be leaning on the wall over there, but it isn't. And Taynor and Krieg. Don't look over there. An interesting note, and I believe I mentioned it while I was going through the MSQ for that, because I can't help myself, but all of these guys show up in the Hero's Gauntlet towards the end. Reasonably in your face, but it's one of those details that you can somewhat reasonably miss if you're just rushing through the dungeon, you know? But without any further ado, wait, you wouldn't happen to be... Yes, of course you are. Just plain from the way you carry yourself. You're just the sort of man I've been looking for. You're perfect. My name is Lurik, and I am a bounty hunter. Not just any bounty hunter, I will have you know. Nay, I am not wont to settle for run-of-the-mill prey. I hunt sin-eaters. Not only that, I have recently set my sights on a particularly notable fiend, one of the 4 cardinal virtues, those infamous instigators of the Flood itself. Naturally, it will take considerable strength and skill to defeat such a formidable eater, and I am not afraid to admit I cannot do it alone. However, with the aid of equally formidable allies, I am confident it can be done. And you, my friend, are exactly the sort of ally I have in mind to recruit. Feign interest. Aha! I knew you would be interested, and should the challenge alone be insufficient motivation, know that I have substantial financial resources at my disposal. You will be duly compensated for your services, rest assured. However, as much as I am certain you are the right man for the job, 'tis only meet that I put your skills to the proof. A simple test should suffice. Pray do not be offended, but you would be shocked how many people present themselves falsely in order to enrich themselves or to impress others. Okay, but where? You didn't say where. 3 hours later, after the Warrior of Lights scoured the entirety of fucking Lakeland. Hello, Lurik. Oh, I didn't change my tags. Shit. Hang on just a moment, very sorry. Bad streamer. Okay, physical DPS. And Bard. White Mage. There we go, fixed. Here we are, our proving grounds. You need only slay a beast of suitable ferocity before my very eyes to demonstrate your own. Naturally, we require bait to lure one out of hiding. Oi, my lord, got your package here. Well done, my good man, and here is your payment. Oh, this? The bait in question? Easier to have it delivered than to take a detour and pick it up myself. Rather more efficient as well, time is money. Now then, you need only place it in the open and slay whatever comes to claim it. I cannot imagine it will take long for something to come hither. As I said, simply place the bait out in the open and await whatever ferocious beast comes to feast upon it. Slay it, and I will know you to be a warrior brave and true. I'm actually a bard. A warrior can't even do this quest, man. F. Fantastic. I knew I was not wrong about you. Come, let us return to the Crystarium at once. Haven't touched Bard in like 3 weeks. Actually, I don't think I've played Bard in like combat content in over a month. Because I used it for Jataru's Grand Endeavor, at least part of it. Before I was dragged into my insatiable urge to play a job that fits my idea of the narrative. You didn't see that. Don't look at that. We'll get to that soon. Congratulations on a kill well made, my good man. I dare say this is the beginning of a beautiful partnership. Let us commemorate the occasion with a feast. Eat, drink, and be merry. Wonderful stuff, isn't it? My compliments to the chef. Another helping? No? Are you sure? It really is no bother. Oh, very well. I should like to return to our earlier discussion, that of the cardinal virtue I have engaged you to hunt with me. Andrea is her name, and she roams Norvrent in the guise of Renda Ray, fallen warrior of light and renowned hunter of Eld. She is a most elusive eater who has been sighted in every corner of the realm. Though her movements are unpredictable, she has often been witnessed pursuing and slaying extraordinarily dangerous beasts. I can well imagine the question forming in your head, why not leave her be? If anything, is she not aiding local communities after a fashion? Alas, no, for the beasts she slays rise anew as eaters, which pose even greater threats to these small folk. So you see, this one wretched sin eater is in truth sowing untold chaos by carrying on as she does, unleashing more of her kind on unsuspecting towns and villages all across Norvrent. Only you and I can stop her. So she was a warrior of light. Huh? Well, what an odd thing to ask. But never mind all that. Whether or not they were heroes or villains, whatever 100 years ago doesn't matter to me. The simple truth is, Renda Ray was the greatest hunter who ever lived, and beating her at her own game would be an amazing feat, don't you think? And regardless of what the Warriors of Light were before they became Sin Eaters, that's what they are now, so we'd be doing folks a favor by killing one. Well, what say you, friend? Will you hunt Andrea with me? I hope I live to regret this. So begins our formal partnership. Ah, I can see it now. You and me in the heat of battle, fighting side by side, the picture of courage and camaraderie. It's going to be grand. Naturally, it will take us time to study and understand our prey. Eaters can behave in strange and inexplicable ways, particularly powerful ones like Andrea. I've been doing my best to get inside her head, to think like a hunter, but it is easier said than done. Anyway, as soon as I have deemed where we ought to begin our search, I will inform you at once. Oh, is the reward lacking? My apologies. Next time I will see that you receive rather more substantial compensation. You gave me an empty bag, man. The fuck? Wait, it's you. It's really you. You actually came. I mean, never mind. You are here to hunt Andrea with me, yes? Of course you are. Why else would you be here? And wouldn't you know it? One of my hirelings should be returning with new information any moment now. Greetings, my lord. I am pleased to report that Andrea was recently sighted in Amarang, in the vicinity of Samil's backbone, it would seem. Apparently, there was a right vicious spider that was giving folks trouble. And now that it's been turned, it's about a dozen times worse. They'd be grateful for any assistant. Alright. I see. Well done, my friend. Your payment as promised. Why bother going out and about, pestering the small folk for news when you can employ others to do it for you? The better to devote our precious time to rather more important matters, I say. And, owing to my winning strategy, we may now depart for Amarang and that in the delightfully named Samil's backbone, for in pursuing the spider, we may yet find its maker. Thank you. Appreciate it. I have to escape. I gotta get out of this fucking town zone before the song loops. It's literally only like 12 seconds long. It's you know, it's like, it's good enough for that, like, I never noticed it when I was just casually playing, right? But man, when you gotta sit in one place and just stare at a screen for like, got to is a strong word, right? It just becomes incredibly noticeable. So noticeable. So many zones are like that too. Camp Broken Glass is slightly better, I'd say. Like, it's a proper 45-second loop, but that's still like maddeningly short. Unlike, you know, most like zone themes that are like 4 to 5 minutes long. There's a couple outliers like down in the like 2.5 to 3 minute area, but still, like, over a minute is like way less obnoxious. Anyway, this is certainly the place. I gather those bones once belonged to dear Samil, but I see no troublesome arachnid. It being a rather large desert, I had considered hiring a few trackers to hasten our search, but I've yet to spy a place where such individuals might congregate. Pity. Bah. Nothing for it but to roll up our proverbial sleeves and do the dirty work ourselves. We shall split up and search the sands for the sin-eater spider. Whoever finds it first may have the honor of slaying it themselves. And should we not find it, well, after we both have searched for a suitable length of time, I say we meet back here. Let the hunt begin. Those turtles are fucking up that outpost. You survey these surrounding sands, but find no trace of the spider you seek. It was the purple mist, though. The purple mist is always a fight. Where's my fight? There he is. Oh, it's already dead. That's unfortunate. I wasn't paying attention to the tooltips when I watched the video because it's gonna change. But I wonder how the songs are gonna work with them not needing a target anymore. Is it just gonna be in their AOE? They just do AOE damage. I think that'd be good. That'd be fine. It's only 100 potency, you know. Maybe knock it down to 50 for its being an AOE now, or some shit like that, you know. There she is, the Scourge of Norvrant, the Devourer of Souls, Belem quits. We bring this mark down, they'll be singing ballads about us till the end of time. Never mind the King's bounty. Hells, we could buy ourselves a couple of castles apiece. Flanking maneuver, as discussed. Wait for my signal, then we'll strike as one. Damn it, she's onto us. Don't panic, we planned for this. We'll act as decoys while Render Ray brings her down. Go, go. Wait, not yet. There's no need to rush this. Sod it, always so headstrong. Bugger me, my head, I can't. I really wish we could get a mount of, like, one of these. No, come back here. Finish it, you bloody bastard. Finish me. I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. I'll not let it end like this, I promise. I'll kill that goddamn beast if it's the last thing I do. Hey, what was that just now? I've got headaches before, but the way you were thrashing about wasn't like anything I've ever felt. By the gods, and I thought we were lucky just to catch a glimpse of Andrea. But you're also telling me you were granted a vision of her past with this power of yours? Though, 2 warriors killed while hunting a great horned beast. I bet a beast their surviving companion vows to slay in revenge. I've heard this tale before, I know it. But it is a common enough sort of tale, I suppose, and regardless, she is gone. Come, let us return to the Crystarium and celebrate your accomplishment. Go, thank you. The table is set, and so I bid you raise a glass with me, that together we might toast your spectacular accomplishment. There's really nothing quite like a hearty meal after a job well done. Drink up, my friend, drink up. Had your fill? I've another few bottles ready and waiting to be opened. No, very well, if you insist. It occurs to me, my good man, that I have yet to ask you your name. So quickly did we forge our friendship that I hardly noticed until now. Arentel Malfren, Riken Arentel. Yes, I rather like the sound of that. Riken Arentel, the daring duo, the brave bounty hunters, the scourge of sin eaters. Once we have slain Andrea, not a single soul, or not a soul in Norvrend will not know our names. They shall ring out all across the realm. But I should dwell over much on. Okay. But I should dwell over much on the victory before the struggle. A wise hunter is prepared and patient. 'Twould be prudent to spend double. It is send. What am I doing? 'Twould be prudent to send double, nay, triple the agents afield to seek out promising new leads. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're a gillionaire. I am also a gillionaire. Worried about the budget for our brave endeavor? Well, don't be. I am prepared to fund our activities as needed. No expense shall be spared. None whatsoever. I bring up how wealthy the Warrior of Light is, but as I will freely admit, the amount of gil I've got on my the amount of gil that I have accumulated across the entire span of my playing is still a drop in the bucket of the top 10% of players. Like, Jesus Christ. There he is, Arentel, come to rejoin his bosom companion in the great hunt. It is well that you have, for I have obtained new information concerning a sighting of Andrea on Calusia. The fiend has transformed yet another deadly mark, a great bear in this instance, into an even deadlier eater. And so it falls to Reek and Arentel to slay the newborn eater and continue their pursuit of Norvrent's most notorious virtue, to Calusia and to glory. I think I'm sitting at, like, a little over 13? Right now? I was at, like a most of the way to 15 mil. And then I stopped playing consistently, so I stopped, like, earning an income. And the expenses continue. Let us brook no further delay and commence our search, separately, as before in Amarang. If you catch the eater first, I grant you leave to kill it without me. I trust you will not be disappointed if the reverse were to occur. Surely not, surely not. I myself will be most put out if I happen to lose to you a second time. So, on that note, may the best hunter win. You survey your surroundings, but find no trace of the bear you seek. Despite looking far and wide, you fail to find any trace of the bear you seek. Perhaps Lurik was indeed the better hunter this day. To the victor go the spoils, and to the loser bugger all. After the bear, were you? Sorry, sinner, but you've come too late. We claimed the bounty not a few bells ago. Wicked White, don't tell me you're the little lordling's newest bosom companion. Hate to say it, Arentel, but it seems we're late to the party. Landbird and his mates slew the bear before we could. So it's true then, you've cast your lot in with the boy, you poor daft sod. But I don't understand, the eater was a newborn. How could you possibly have learned of it and gotten here before we did? Well, see, that's the problem with relying on hired help. They're loyal to your coin, not you, and you're not the only one willing to open his purse. But more importantly, Reek, what's this I hear about you hunting Andrea? With help, I mean, rather than all by your lonesome. I have a distinct memory of you storming off in a huff, saying you didn't need me or anyone else to finish the job. Tell me I'm wrong. Do as you like, help or no, you've no chance of beating me to the prize, because, unlike you, I'm not all talk, and neither are me mates. Speaking of mates, how much did it cost you to buy his friendship? Do tell. Piss off, Landbird. Well, why are you still here? You got your mark, didn't you? You should choose your friends more carefully, sinner. When it all goes wrong, don't say I didn't warn you. You have questions, I'm sure, but as you may have surmised, Landbird was once a comrade of mine. I took him into my service that we might hone our skills of battling Sin Eaters in preparation for facing Andrea. However, I soon came to see that he was not all that capable of a hunter, and so I dissolved our working relationship. Unfortunately, he did not take it in stride, and instead resolved to recruit new companions that he might beat me at my own game. It would seem that his fortunes have improved greatly of late, so much so that I fear we can no longer afford to dedicate time to tracking lesser eaters, and must devote our undivided attention to the pursuit of Andrea. As such, we should be getting back to the Crystarium, but before we depart, I have one other matter to attend to in Yulmore. If I might trouble you to accompany me, but of course you will. Let us be off. Speak to my manservant and leave me to my entertainment. Oh, is that Master Reek? Then you are his, dare I say, friend? We can't speak to the woman. Alas, I wanted to be I can't find the word. Damn. Arntel, allow me to introduce you to my father and mother. Father, this is my traveling companion and dear friend, Arntel. He and I have resolved to hunt a particularly deadly sin eater. Indeed, I cannot overstate how terribly dangerous this eater is. That to pursue it is to court death itself. However, when we at last triumph over the fiend, all of Norvrent shall sing our praises. Won't that be wonderful, Father? So long as you do not sully our good name, you are free to hunt whatever quarry you desire. I can do without all the petty details. Now then, just how much do you require this time? Out with it. Oh, never mind. Just give the boy my coin purse, will you? I'm sure it will suffice for his trivial pursuits. That is why you are here, is it not? Another handout. Don't play coy. You've never been good at it. You know, I honestly don't know why I came here. Keep your coin, Father. We're leaving Arntel right now. Oh dear, Master Reek seemed awfully upset. So new worlds opened up on Dynamis. That's fucking interesting as shit. Oh man. I don't know. I think when Dawn Trail comes out, Dynamis is either going to be inaccessible due to the fucking flood of people thinking it'll be a quick queue, or man, is Dynamis going to be a good fucking spot to log in on, man. Peak queues at like 500. Oh. Forgive me, Arntel, but I would forego the wine on this occasion. Father's lackluster reception has put me in rather dour spirits. As you may have gathered from our exchange, I am a free citizen of Yulmore. Owing to my parents' considerable wealth, I have enjoyed a relatively privileged upbringing. Privileged and unbearably boring, which is why I quit the city and resolved to become a bounty hunter. I am no fool, though. I am well aware of my fortunate circumstances, which is why I elected to conceal them from the people of the Crystarium. People are wont to jump to uncharitable conclusions. I feel as though you and I have established a rapport, though, and so I thought it best to bring you into my confidence. I pray you refrain from telling others. Now then, since Landbard has decided to turn this into a race, we have no choice but to oblige him and slay Andrea before he does. This calls for a veritable army of hired hands. Alas, in a fit of frustration, I refused Father's coin. Without additional resources, we have no choice but to conduct the search by ourselves. Moreover, I'm rather embarrassed to admit that I can pay you only a token sum at this time, but I trust that will not deter you from joining me anon. I was never in this for the gil. Really? I mean, of course you weren't. Perish the thought. Arntel, my friend, thank the gods you're here. Ever since we parted ways, I've been exhausting myself running all over the Crystarium, questioning everyone and anyone and everyone, hoping someone might have seen Andrea, but alas. You haven't gone outside, even for a bit? Well, of course. Surely this is the limit of what a man with meager financial resources can accomplish. Well, never mind all that, for it but recently dawned on me that the vision you beheld of Ronderay could hold the clues for which we have been desperately searching. When you first described it to me, I felt as though I had heard it before, and I had. My wet nurse had told me the exact story when I was still a boy. 'Twas a tale of a courageous hunter who, together with her comrades, embarked on a quest to slay a notorious marked, a great horned beast. They came upon their quarry in a desert, and there attempted to lay it low. Alas, the beast had a singular strength, and the hunter a fatal weakness, and so, in the ensuing struggle, her comrades were killed, leaving her, the sole survivor, to swear vengeance. Would you not agree that your vision is a perfect match for this tale? Then there can be no doubt. Ronderay is the celebrated hunter, the hero I so admired in my childhood. After that tragic day, the hunter resolved not to rely upon others and instead slew the beast by herself. She somehow found a way to compensate for her weakness. Anyway, my recollection of the tale is likely riddled with errors. We should ask Ms. Olvara to recount it in full. She was a bounty hunter herself before she entered into our service, you know. Also, in light of all this, I should share with you an interesting theory concerning all the virtues I heard from a fellow hunter. Apparently, each appears to be driven by particular memories. Moments that forever changed each of these fallen heroes. Makes sense, doesn't it? Ronderay being a hunter of notorious marks in life and in death. I don't know why it never occurred to me before. But if that is indeed the reason why she behaves as she does, then the more we learn about Ronderay's adventures, the better our chances of predicting where she'll turn up. All the more reason to go and see my former wet nurse, Ms. Olvara, lives in Gate Town on Calusia. Let's be off then. Oh, hello there. Are you a friend of Reek's? Arntel, this is Miss Olvara, the wet nurse who raised me for practically the entirety of my childhood. She was bonded to my family and lived with us in the city at the time, but when I came of age, she was forced to leave. My, you've grown into such a strapping young man, but I can't imagine you came to Gate Town just to pay me a visit, my little Reek. Not in front of him, if you please, but to answer your question, we did in fact come to see you. There were stories you told me of a child, as a child of a courageous hunter. Was that hunter, perchance, the warrior of light, Ronderay? Of all the reasons you could have had. Aye, those stories were of Ronderay, the greatest bounty hunter of her day. The legend so many aspired to become. Less so after the flood, it was still fresh in everyone's minds when I was younger. And for all the good they had done in life, none could deny the chaos they sowed in death, as sin-eaters. And despite all that, me and my mates still looked up to her. We knew all her feats and swore to preserve them, in secret if need be, that she might inspire future generations as she had ours. So years and years later, when you wanted to hear tales of adventure and heroism, I couldn't help but share with you the ones nearest and dearest to my heart. I only wish I hadn't had to change all the names. Then it's true, the hero who I looked up to as a child, those tales, whose tales of daring do drove me to take up the bow, as you had, to pester you for training that I might become a bounty hunter. It was hers. Ms. Elvara, Arntel, and I are hunting Andrea, and we believe that one of the stories you shared with me may help guide our search, namely the one about the great horned beast that killed her friends. Will you tell it to me again? Wicked White, is that... Oh, my little Reek, very well. Even as a young hunter, Renda Ray's incredible hearing was unparalleled. She could track her quarry through a forest by the most minute of sounds of their passing, from miles away even, by some accounts. Even the most subtle and stealthy beasts never eluded her for long. A misplaced foot, a snapped branch, eventually Renda Ray would know, and her aim was always good and true. As she grew older and honed her skills further, she set her eyes on bigger prizes. She became a hunter of notorious marks, and together with her comrades earned fame and fortune. As their reputations swelled, so too did their egos. Only the most dangerous game would suffice, and so they resolved to hunt the scourge of Norvrand, the devourer of souls, Balam Quits. But what Renda Ray did not realize was that her greatest strength would prove her undoing. For when she faced Balam Quits, the beast roared with such force that it brought her to her knees. Helpless, she could only watch as it claimed the lives of her beloved comrades and fled. After burying the hunters and vowing that she would one day avenge them, she took to the road once more. She met Ardbert and his fellow warriors of light, and for a time she accompanied the fledgling heroes on their adventures. To them, she was a breath of fresh air, a vibrant young woman who savored every moment and found joy in the simple pleasures. They knew not of her fallen friends, or how their deaths weighed heavy upon her still. The party wandered the realm, performing many great deeds and growing ever stronger, as did Renda Ray. While in Calusia, she even devised a means to defend against the powerful roar that had been her downfall that fateful day. And then, while engaged in an adventure in Raktika, a rumor reached Renda Ray's ears that Balam Quits, Scourge of Norvrand, Devourer of Souls, had been spotted wandering Cydia swamps. 'Twas a golden opportunity, but to seize it would be to face the beast alone. She would not wait for Ardbert and the others, nor could she ask that they forsake their sworn duty. But perhaps it was just as well, for the memory of her defeat still haunted her. The courageous hunter had allowed a single fear to take root in her heart, the fear of losing her new companions as she had her old. So it was that Renda Ray ventured forth in secret, resolved to slay her hated foe, Balam Quits, alone. And with all her strength and guile, the legendary hunter did just that. Vengeance claimed, she rejoined Ardbert and the others, and never spoke of the terrible battle twixt her and the dread beast. From that day forward, she was Renda Ray, the warrior of light, and the deeds of her and her comrades would be celebrated forevermore. It's strange to think that the woman I admired when I was young would become the sin eater I swore to slay. What she became doesn't change who she was. Even if the details were a little embellished over the years, they were rooted in truth. She was and will always be a hero to me, and to you, I hope. Thank you, Ms. Elvara, for everything. I promise I will visit again soon. So, Arntel, remember that theory I told you before about the virtues being driven by powerful memories? If Andrea is reenacting the journey leading up to her confrontation with Balam Quits, the one that took her from Amarang to Calusia, then her next destination must be The Raktika Greatwood, wasn't it? Right, that was where she laid low the beast at last, in the City of Swamps, to be precise. And so that is where we shall go. Let us be away. Now listen, Reek. There's an awful lot of people who don't know about Renderay, or the world for that matter. So wherever you go and whatever you see, remember not to take it at face value. Don't just accept what others tell you as good and true. Listen to your heart and decide for yourself, and be safe. Arntel, was it? It is such a pleasure to meet a friend of Reek's. His parents never hesitated to provide him with all the wealth and opportunities they could. But when it came to love and support, well, all I can say is that it is a miracle the boy turned out as well as he did. One can never have too many friends or too much support. That goes for you as well, I should think. I know he may be a bit exhausting at times, but do try to be patient with Reek. Hello, Runar. Goodbye, Runar. Oh shit! I was too busy looking at that guy doing a fate. When I was little, Ms. Elvara seemed so much bigger and stronger than me, though, to be perfectly honest, the way she carries herself even now bespeaks a confidence that cannot help but envy. But never mind that, we have a virtue to hunt. Let us commence our search at once, and keep your weapons at the ready, my friend. About time our luck took a turn for the better. There she is. What now? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I don't really got any control over it, dude. I wish you were all here with me, but I know it's better that you're not. We have a score to settle, you bloody bastard, and this time I'm ready for your tricks. Okay, what's my ability loadout look like? We got the main attack, we got my dot, and we got... You can just do that at will. Cool. Interrupts on 5. You can heal with 4. Alright, we're good. Oh. I only get 1 dot. Fair enough, I guess. Dom quits. Vengeance will be mine this day. It worked. I've got you now, you bastard. My healer rotation sure is fun. Ow. I don't know how much 1,000 potency is going to heal me, so I want to save it until I'm a level lower. Get me down to like 14. There we go. Okay. So... little over 4. Oh shit, it's tracking. Just wait until I hit you with one of my dulling arrows. It worked, I'll let you know. You'll pay for taking them from me. I'll let you roar again. I've got plenty of arrows left. Yes, just like that. Without your roar, you're nothing. It's my fault, my failure. That's why I have to do it alone. Come on. Don't keep moving. I want one of these as a mount so fucking bad. If only I'd been this strong back then, they'd still be alive. You can feel it, can't you? The pain, the fear, serves you right. What the? Where's this coming from? Oh, I didn't beat the enrage. God, I won't let it end like this. We won't. God damn it, Renda. Made it in the nick, I see. Are you hurt? Don't worry. I've got you. The lone wolf just had to do it on her own terms. I was never good at indulging foolishness. Don't tell me you followed my trail. I'll tell you all about it after we kill this bloody bastard. Something's wrong. It's shrugging off our attacks. It's coming for me, for me and Renda. Keep your distance. Gather around Nalbert, lend him your strength. Gonna roar again, huh? The hells you will. I got plenty of arrows left for you yet. Well struck. Keep it up. Focus, everyone. Hello, Ardver. How's it going? Renda, Nalbert, assist Lamech. Ow. Summoning all strength for something big. Everyone to me. I'll lend you my power. Together, we will avenge my fallen friends. First try, let's go. And I was able to read everything. It's amazing how much easier that is when I'm not having to manage aggro. Yeah, tough old bugger. Everyone's all right. Albert, I don't know what to say. Thank you, everyone, and I'm sorry for trying to go it alone. And why, pray tell, did you even try to do something so foolish? If we'd been here from the first, it wouldn't have been anything even approaching a challenge. Back in the day, I was a bounty hunter. I've told you that much, but I haven't told you about my old partners. Together, we tracked and claimed countless notorious marks throughout Norvrand. We were the best in the business. Everyone knew our names and our reputations. They called us legends, and somewhere along the line, we started to believe it too. And then we set our sights on Balam Quits. I survived. They didn't. I swore revenge, but had no idea how to go about pursuing it. Then I met you lot and thought that maybe, with your help, I might just have a fighting chance. So you see, I never intended to keep it all a secret. It's just, you never asked, and since I'd rather not talk about it. Easier to live in the moment, you know. The next town, the next job, the weeks flew by, and after a time, I started having second thoughts. I'd lost those closest to me before. I didn't want to live through that again. Are we or are we not comrades through thick and thin? These bonds of fellowship between us must come before all else. Otherwise, they may as well not exist. You say the thought of losing us pained you. What of our feelings? What of our loss? What if we had not arrived when we did? You've saved our lives more times than I can count. How dare you refuse to let us do the same? And without those keen ears of yours, I'll never know what bollocks Brendan and Nilebert are whispering about me behind my back. And ignorance is not bliss, let me tell you. This one's worth a fortune, and fame besides. I'd wager we won't have to pay for our drinks when we get back into town. Oh gods, not another night to remember. Don't you worry your pretty head over our fearless leader's questionable constitution. Take pride in the victory, for the small folk will sleep easy once they hear of Balamquit's demise, until Ardbert's drunken snoring wakes them from their slumber. And on that note, I think it's time. I think it's time we quit this place. And Renderay, I trust the next time you decide to hunt deadly game, you'll do us the courtesy of extending us an invitation. And there I thought I was doing you a favor by keeping you out of my personal affairs, so selfish as it was. Oh, fine. If you go and die on me, I'll pay a necromancer to raise you from the dead so I can kill you out of spite. Agreed. Now then, mind cutting off whatever it is you need to take back as proof of the kill? I don't want to lose our reward on a technicality. You know, it can wait. Such a fine crystal. Why not hold on to it as a memento of this occasion? Okay. You know what I just noticed? Run to Ray didn't earn it in the same way that the other 3 did. The most barest of spoilers for the healer quest, because I'm going to go into zero detail. Everyone else sacrificed something, or had to I guess Brandon didn't really sacrifice anything, because the true revelation came later. I'll have to think on it more. Wake up, damn you, hello? What's wrong with you, huh? That's the second time your so-called gift has cost us a chance at slaying Andrea. You know what? I've had enough. Enough, I say. Yes, I don't need your help. I'm perfectly capable of hunting the Sin Eater on my own. Good luck with that. Upon our return to Gate Town, you will be given your final payment, and we will be freed to go our separate ways. What is it? Did something happen between you two? He doesn't understand how the echo works, and he's too much of an idiot to ask. Honestly, I don't know why I ever placed my faith in you. You are such a disappointment. Consider this the formal dissolution of our partnership. Let none ever speak the names Reek and Arantel in the same breath. Yes, never again. And with that, I bid you good day. When he was little, Reek's parents punished him for a time by withholding his allowance. Without money to lavish on his friends, he soon found that many were drawn to him by his wealth. I dare say he feared you would abandon him as they did, and decided to push you away first. I'm not trying to make excuses for what he said. I only hope you can find it in your heart to forgive him. Take some time to think it over, then come see me. Oh, and take this for your troubles. I am sure a talented man like yourself is needed all over the realm, and so I thank you for sparing a moment to hear me out. Since you two parted ways, Reek has come to visit me several times. Though he is blessedly in good health, I worry for his spirits. I think you may have been the only friend he has had for some time. I considered journeying to the Castarium myself to look in on him, but I find travel rather difficult these days. If you would go in my stead, it would put my heart at ease. All I ask is that you go to the Castarium and see Reek. I won't ask you to take pity on or forgive him. I only want to make sure that he is well. This way. Okay, I'm gonna sort my inventory so I stop freaking opening it. At least open it with a moderately decreased free frequency. Just get you off the screen. There we go. Lurik's customary seat is empty, and there's nothing to suggest he has occupied it recently. Perhaps someone will have noted his passing. Don't look at that. Stop it. Go away. Looking for Master Reek, are we? I dare say you're the only one. Word is, Mummy and Daddy cut him off, so there's no point in pretending to like the little shite anymore. Last I saw him, he was moping about like someone had shot his Amaro. I'm sure he'll turn up eventually. I told you, if the little lordling isn't at his table, then I have no idea where he is. Ask someone else. Calusia, right? You're Lurik's partner. I was with Landbird, remember? I ought to stress, because after we left you, we headed straight to Raktika. We'd heard a rumor Andrea was there, and Landbird wanted to strike while the iron was hot. By the time we realized we were outmatched, it was too late. I saw Landbird fall, and when the Eater set her sights on the others, I fled. Call me a coward if you like, but my cowardice saved my life. Look at White. I still remember looking back as I ran and seeing Landbird rise to his feet. I told everyone what had happened to warn them off the hunt. Some listened, but a few bloody fools picked up their weapons and joined the hunt. Glory-hungry imbeciles, and not a one of them has returned. Didn't expect Lurik to be one of them neither. I remember thinking it odd, especially when I saw him leave for Raktika alone. You're meeting him there, I presume. Good luck, friend. But have no doubt that you're going to your doom. If I were you, I'd leave Lurik to hunt the virtue on his own. No shame in recognizing when you've got no chance. Only a fool would fight this fight. I'm reasonably confident that a cardinal virtue is a lesser task than a sin eater. Than a light warden. Goodness. Cue the fucking dial-up noises. Where is this last guy? I can't even mount up and get an aerial view. Hang on. I've got. Ah, this guy. Thank you, Peloton. Very cool. Lurik, the Maestro Lordling, if he isn't sat at his usual table, then I have no idea where else to look. If he never comes back, good riddance, says I. Still, I'm sure he'll come crawling back here eventually, tail between his legs, like the whelp he is. There he is. And man's having a bad time of it, isn't he? Arntel, why are you here? Don't tell me you came for me. It's terrible. It's horrible. Andrea, she's... Renderay, if aught of you remains, then hearken to my words. I have come to lay your soul to rest, alone as you yourself faced Balam Quits a century ago on this very ground. Landbird! Oh gods, no. I think it's a neat detail that he's assembling a party of the exact same composition of the Warriors of Light. You've got an elven mage. You've got a dwarven healer. You've got the Gladgen paladin knight. What the fuck they're called? Don't tell me. You beheld a vision of my past just now, didn't you? I thought as much. Wasn't but about a moment ago that I confronted them. Awfully useful, that trick of yours. Well, I can't understand why you kept using it every time we ran into Andrea. Believe me, I was just as surprised as you were. Huh? So it wasn't something you did deliberately? Good to know. Anyway, unintentional or not, at least I won't have to convince you of what I saw. She's turned Lambard and the others, and those other hunters into sin-eaters, like herself. A Hume Axemen, do they explicitly point it out? Oh, cool. Here I am thinking I'm smart. Fucking cryptomnesia bullshit. A Hume Axeman, a Gladgen swordsman, a dwarven healer, an elven mage. Looked awfully familiar, didn't it? She's rebuilding her fellowship. She's remaking the Warriors of Light. But for the life of me, I can't understand why. I mean, I understand why she came here in the first place. She's reliving the hunt for Balam Quits. But Renda Ray slew the beast by herself. The stories were clear about that. The stories were wrong. What? They were there too. Then the stories were wrong? God, strike me down. I've been such a fool. Why did I ever think I could do this alone? I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me for all the things I said, Arentel. I've regretted my behavior ever since the day we parted ways. It was stupid and nonsensical and utterly pointless. I'm not sure I could tell you why I did it. Why I did what I did. It's fine. Water under the bridge. Thank you, my friend. I hope it is all right if I call you that. Right then. Andrea should be around here somewhere, still on the hunt for Balam Quits, I expect. Not that she'll ever find it. Oh, no, Lambard and the others are with her too. He and I may have had our differences, but I'd not wish that fate on my worst enemy. He deserves to be laid to rest. They all do. Renda Ray most of all. She is my hero. And if I ever have to, and if I have to kill her to save her soul, then so be it. But this is too much for even the best hunter to handle alone, and I am far from the best. The only way to see this through is together, you and me, my friend. What say you? Ha! I ask for a word, and you give me a nod. Fair enough. Before we resume the hunt in earnest, though, let us return to Gate Town and let Ms. Elvara know all is well. After all, you wouldn't have come unless she sent you. Back to Calusia. Target locked. I owe her so much, then and now. Arentel, what a pleasure to see you again, and in the company of Little Reek, no less. Am I right in assuming you've patched things up? I should like to think so, yes, and it is all thanks to you. Had you not implored him to give me another chance, I might well still be sitting alone in the swamps, dwelling on my myriad failings. And you, my friend, I know not why you sought her out on your own, but I am glad that you did. Ms. Elvira is perhaps the only person who truly cares for my well-being, and she has no one to look after her. Don't be silly, Reek. I have you, don't I? And before you start blabbering about how you wish you could properly reward our intel, as I can tell you're about to, know that I've prepared a hearty meal just for him. Oh, that's very, very thoughtful of you. Nevertheless, I shall see you both duly compensated once we have claimed the bounty for Andrea. And claim it we shall, for united, Reek and our intel are unstoppable. Is what I would like to say, but I know my own limitations better than anyone. Twould be prudent to make proper preparations at this juncture. You two should see to it that you are ready for the struggle ahead. It will be a mighty one indeed, but one well worth the effort, my friend. I do hope you continue to remain good friends from now on. Arntel, my friend, my partner, I trust you what you are ready. What? Good. That is very good indeed. For before we depart to face Andrea, for what I pray is the final time, I have a confession to make. I may have been somewhat misleading when I intimated the tremendousness of my martial prowess. In truth, it rather pales in comparison to yours. Do tell. You must be terribly crestfallen, I am sure. It is my deepest regret that I allowed you to labor under the misapprehension that we were equals for so long. In my defense, I must say that when I realized what an exceedingly powerful warrior you truly are, I was dumbstruck. I struggled to conceive of how even to broach the subject. Furthermore, I must admit that great majority, nay all, of our efforts to hone our skills in preparation for the final battle to come have been entirely for my benefit. That the disparity between us might not be so readily apparent. To think that my insecurity drove me to postpone this fateful day for so long. In my cowardice, I allowed Andrea to assemble a party of followers, where before we might have only to contend with the one foe, we must now confront 5. And for all my preparation, I'm still no more likely to be an asset to you than a hindrance. But perhaps that need not be the case. In discerning this grim reality with Ms. Olvara while you were away, we hit upon a potential stratagem. Recall you Renderay's greatest strength and weakness, her preternatural hearing. We can be reasonably certain that Andrea is possessed of it as well. Therefore, if you were to fashion a device that could produce a loud noise at will, you could use it to secure an advantage in your battle. What I lack in strength of arms, I may make up for with guile. While it will not guarantee us victory, it will surely bring us one step closer. 1,000 pardons, Master Reek, but I am come to deliver a message from your Lord Father. Daddy, what does he want with me now? It has come to your Lord Father's attention that you have acquitted yourself rather poorly as a bounty hunter, and have brought terrible shame upon your family name. He commands you to cease all such activities at once, and return to the city forthwith. Should you fail to do so, you will be stripped of your citizenship and family name. No further financial assistance will be provided. Oh dear. You may tell my father and my mother the following, that I am Lou Reek, proud bounty hunter, slayer of sin-eaters, that I have no intention of renouncing this cause, and that they are free to do as they deem fit. Tell them that if they have no son, then I have no parents, that I have no family save Ms. Elvira, who has shown me more love than they ever have. Very good, Master Reek, I shall deliver your reply to them at once. Completely unfazed. Zero fucks given. Right, now that's settled, we can get to work crafting that giant noisemaker of ours. Let us consult with the craftsman of the crystalline mean at once. I dare say you lit a fire in him, Arentel. I never thought I'd see the day when he'd muster the courage to say anything like that to his parents. Thank you for being a friend to Reek. For the longest time he struggled to find his way, but ever since he met you, he has carried himself with a new sense of purpose. A renewed understanding of who he is and who he wants to be. Wait, what? Oh, crystalline mean. Fuck it, I'm using the aetherite. Aetherite. Crystalline mean. For all my time in the Crystarium, I cannot recall ever visiting the crystalline mean. Nevertheless, I am sure there is someone here who can assist us. What's all this then? You got something what needs making? Indeed I do, good sir. I wish to commission the production of a device that can generate a tremendously loud sound. It must be small and light enough to be carried by a single individual as well. Ain't that one of the stranger requests I've heard? Well, if it's just noise you want, then I'd wager we could make do with a special blend of fire sand. I think I've got just the recipe for your needs. I'll need some choice ingredients, mind, and you'll have to go fetch them for me. Fetch? What precisely is it you require? Well, there's this one particular beastie known to live in Clusia, what's got a singular diet and leaves these massive dung piles. The fresher the better, if it please. A few varieties of grasses native to Raktika, and some iron ore from Amarang. I can give you a list if you like. To wit, I will need to travel to the far corners of Norvrent and back. Oh dear, this is rather more involved than I... No more excuses. I will do whatever must needs be done to see this through to the end. My friend, I will not impose these tasks upon you. I insist that you remain here while I go and fetch the required materials. Huh? He gonna be all right getting all that stuff by himself? I mean, if it were you, I'd not think twice about it. Oh, I know. Oh, I'm aware. Where exactly am I? Oh, I'm going all the way over there? Fuck that noise. Where's the fucking aetherite? It was a series of surprisingly harrowing experiences, but in the end, I managed to obtain the materials necessary for the construction of my secret weapon. That gentleman was rather accommodating, despite being somewhat put out that I had not any gil to pay him for his labor. He was nevertheless willing to teach me how to craft the arrows myself. He said he found my industriousness endearing. I must confess, despite being utterly exhausted by all this busy work, it has been somewhat refreshing. And now that my noisemaker arrows are ready, I cannot wait to put them to the proof. If all goes to plan, the explosions should be loud enough to incapacitate Andrea for a time. Let us put an end to her tale, my friend, and in so doing, write the opening of ours, that of Reek and Arentel, bounty hunters extraordinaire. Come, Raktika and glory await. If I may make one small request before we begin, please, for the love of the gods, please try not to succumb to any visions of people's pasts. This really could not be a worse time. Oh no, there is a worse time. It's already happened, in fact. Although that wasn't the echo, so Well, are you still with me in the here and now? Excellent. Then we can attend to the task at hand without worry. Let us lay to rest our fellow hunters and grant Renderay the peace a hero deserves. Light healer first. Fake limit. I'll distract Andrea with a noisemaker arrow. Seize the opportunity to strike. Okay, healer's down. Okay, next is the mage. He's not looking too hot. I can't heal him. I'll give you Nature's Mind. Okay, Wizard's down. Reek is not doing too hot. Reek, please dodge the fucking... Thank you, Reek. Appreciate it. If only I could get him to aggro onto me. Okay. Now he's gone. Man, Nature's Mind is AoE, you know. I keep forgetting that. Oh, I didn't align myself in time. I am! I'm hitting him! Ow. Ow, my health. I got 40 seconds left on second wind. Ouch. Am I gonna fucking die? Oh. 14 seconds left until I get Nature's Mind. I just gotta hang on. I just gotta hang on for that. Oh, that was beautiful. Yay! First try. Got a little hairy there, but, you know, I didn't die. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. We won. Even seeing it and saying it, it hardly feels real. Huh? What's that you've got there? Wicked White, you're Renderay, the real Renderay. I should have never betrayed your trust. Never again, I swore. Never again. Balam quits, the Shadowkeeper, the Flood. Come what may, we would face it together, no matter how hard it got, or how terrified I was. That's what it means to let someone into your heart, knowing full well that nothing lasts forever, to welcome the fear and the pain, the sorrow. When I lost my parents, when we laid the Keeper low, you felt it too, didn't you? To place our faith in a desperate, hopeless attempt to save everyone, and to see it amount to naught in the end. What else could we do but offer up that tiny remainder in a final, futile effort, even knowing, deep down, it was worth but a few moments more? What is this? You gave me fear, and that fear gave me strength. Wait, there's so much I want to ask. I don't understand. What was she talking about? That's not right. It's not fair. Heroes sacrificing themselves for nothing, becoming villains, being forgotten. Thank you, Arntel. I could have never gotten this far without your help. I had no idea who Renderay or any of the other Warriors of Light truly were. 'Twas all ancient history to me. Why would I care who some Eaters once were? I was no better than my parents, judging them out of hand, dismissing their sacrifice, not bothering to look deeper. Made it all the easier to pursue Andrea for my own amusement. I pray I've made up for it, in part by helping you lay Renderay's soul to rest. Ms. Elvara is probably worried sick about us both. We should return to Calusia and let her know we're all right. Is it gonna teleport me? Of fucking course not. Imagine. My poor wallet. How will I ever recover? Escape. Ooh, yeah, lookout point. I'll grab that, I don't know, some point. Maybe. No guarantees. Free me. I can't wait to tell Ms. Ilvara everything, and I should definitely use some of the bounty to treat her. My little Reek, Arntel, congratulations on a job well done. And from one hunter to another, thank you for helping Renderay to achieve a measure of peace. She was a hero to me too, and it broke my heart to know what had become of her. To have your legacy tarnished so, to have the world call you villain, even still. But at least I can take comfort in knowing she can finally enjoy a long rest. Whatever others may say, we will preserve the truth in story and song. Renderay, the bravest hunter there ever was, and more importantly, a true friend to those she held dear. I can only hope to measure up to her example someday. For now, however, I say we return to the Crystarium and raise a glass in celebration. So, she brought down Balamquit's not alone, but with the aid of her comrades. It may not be the story I was taught, but somehow it rings truer to my ear. Let's go! Andrea's bounty has been paid to us in full, my friend. So come, let us eat, drink, and be merry. I've been meaning to ask, Arntel, but I have the impression you are rather more acquainted with these warriors of light than you've been letting on. What exactly do you know about them? Do I disclose the, I'm from another world part? He doesn't seem shocked, so I'm gonna say we don't mention that. I think this is still under the pretenses that, like, we're keeping that kind of on the, oh, maybe we did. That is so preposterous a tale that I have no choice but to assume it is true. Offering up their lives to first cross the rift, then to halt the flood. Wicked White. It must have taken her so much courage to see it through in those final moments. A courage born not of a desire for glory or dedication to an ideal, but a fear and love for those with whom she had forged unshakable bonds, her comrades. I won't pretend that we have anything even approaching such a powerful connection, but I would like to think that if you were in mortal peril, that I would fly to your side without hesitation. Having said that, if I were tested as Renderay were, if I were challenged to offer up my life for others, without even knowing if it would amount to aught, I doubt I could rise to the occasion. I am a child and a fool who knows little of the world. I have been coddled and spoiled, and have only just tasted the bitter fruits of life that you and countless others sup on daily. You are made of sterner stuff, Arntel, far sterner than me, and that is why I know I can never walk your path. No shame in that. Oh, but there is. I cannot recall a time I have felt happier and more alive than when I have traveled with you. But you have countless other journeys ahead of you, don't you? For you are destined for greater challenges, whereas I am suited to rather more pedestrian affairs. Know your limits, as Ms. Olvara used to say. Meeting her again after all these years, seeing how much older and more frail she became, made me realize how little time together we have left. She shouldn't have to live out her days living alone and in squalor. I have decided it will not be so. I shall return to Calusia and attend to her needs, for I would do my utmost to repay the loving kindness that made me the man I am today. Therefore, though it pains me to say it, I fear this celebration must also mark the end, or at the very least, a tentative suspension of the glorious partnership that was Reek and Arentel, bounty hunters extraordinaire. Should you ever find yourself in Clusia, however, do come and pay us a visit. And with that, we have completed the physical damage melee, not melee, this role quest series. Woo! Shortly, I will be beginning the healer one, but before that, I will be taking a break. I will be back in ballpark of 10 minutes. So, in the meantime, I will leave you with the Crystarium theme, and I will be back shortly. Hello, hello. I am back. Sue. Oh, don't look at that. Alright. Now we can look at that. Oh, man. So, it is finally time to do what is probably my favorite out of all of these. Not that any of them are bad, but let's get right into it. Don't you know about better to sneak up on a dwarf mid-flagon? Not even a proper greeting neither. Look here. Lally ho, the name's Gyat. Lally ho. See, now that's a greeting. Lally ho's aside, just who are you anyway? I dare say I'd remember someone like yourself if we'd ever met. You're from the same strange land as the Crystal Exarch, you say? Well, well, well. He's an odd sort, the Exarch is. He knows things, right? And he's got some sort of mystical power. Don't suppose you're the same, are you? Because I could use someone with powers the likes of which this world has never known. I'm hunting sin eaters, you see. Well, one in particular. A healer, and not half bad at the job, eh? I like your confidence. And I wish I could take your word for it, since you sound just like... since you sound like just what I'm looking for. But I have to ask you to prove it. There's no need for that. Listen here. The sin eater I hunt ain't your average abomination. You can't blame me for wanting to make sure that I'm not leading you to your grave. That would be bad for both of us. So you get yourself on over to the forest of the Lost Shepherd, and we'll see what you've got. See, he actually mentioned the allocation. Ho, Arntel. Glad you found the place all right. Now for the prey. That'll do. Now I just take a deep breath and... Hey, your mother was a hobgoblin, and you ain't much to look at neither. Come here and face me, you craven shite. Though Gyat lies prone, the creature appears indisposed to cease its rampage. It seems that it will have to be dealt with. You hand in there, buddy? No, didn't think so. Ha, see, that wasn't so bad. I reckon that I broke 3 or so ribs and at least 1 femur there, but my bones feel just fine now. Better than before, actually. And that beast gave you no trouble. Seems that you're just what I'm looking for, after all. We can talk about the rest back at the Extrarium over a drink or 3. The folks at the Wandering Stairs know how to keep them coming. Meet me there. There ain't nothing like a flagon of ale after a well-earned victory. Did you hit your head? Oh yes, and hard. That beast gave me a trouncing. Really exceeded my expectations, as did you. Whatever you want to call what we just did, doing it helped us understand each other. Sure enough, I've seen that you're a masterful fighter, and you learned I'm fearless as the stone, and so a fellowship is forged. Now that I'm sure you won't get yourself killed, I can tell you about the Sin Eater I'm after. It's one of these so-called cardinal virtues, sophrosyne, and it's a nasty piece of work. Each of the virtues looks like one of those fools who brought the flood upon us, but this one takes after the worst of the bunch. Lamet, disgrace to all dwarven kind. Knowing that one of our own people was a warrior of light is bad enough, but the sophrosynes both being out there looking all dwarf-like, well, it don't help matters, accursed thing. The Council of Elders, they don't want to live with the shame of Lamet's sins no more. So the head of the council, the elder, most elder, stay with me here, gave me this job. Hunt down Sophrosyne, slay it, see that it don't keep sullying our good name. I'm our strongest warrior, so if anyone's going to do it, it has to be me. That's fine. I'm more than up for a contest of might. The problem I'm having, though, is that Sophrosyne keeps healing itself, and it's, well, deeply annoying. I suppose it's because Lamet herself was some kind of master of the art, but Sophrosyne's healing is so powerful that no matter how hard I whack it, I can't leave a scratch. To make matters worse, it also flies around, carefree as you please, resurrecting other sin eaters. We'll be up to our eyeballs in them forever if we can't do something about those curative powers. That's where you come in, right? Yes? Great. With those skills of yours at hand, we'll find a way to put an end to the stain on our people's history once and for all. You might not have heard, but the tales say that Lamet roamed the land without her helm. She willingly showed her face to those who weren't kin. She knew full well that it would dishonor her and us, and she did it anyway. Then there's the part about her bringing doom on all the world. Not one of our taboos, really, but it's generally frowned upon. And now she's back, face bare to the world, a sin eater. What could make a dwarf go so wrong? But we've had ale to drink and sin eaters to hunt, in that order. You healed my body, sure enough, but I'll need a few more flagons to restore my vigor. And by a few, I mean about 100. Come and find me later. How does the dwarven liver keep up? And who are you? You're looking at me. You got something to say? got you, eh? Of course I remember my new partner, and I ain't drunk, neither. I'm a dwarf. It'll take more than, well, however much I had to get me under the table. And now you know one more thing about me. This will only strengthen our fellowship, I'm sure. But we'll need more than just a sense of camaraderie if we're to take down Sophrosine. So I'm thinking we should start with observation. Get you a look at its healing powers, let you see what we're dealing with. Now, this is the perfect place to overhear the right sort of information. If you listen, don't get the wrong idea. I don't let it get in the way of no important drinking, but I do pay attention. Anyway, what I heard is that Sophrosine's been spotted in Clusia. Then I remembered there's a little pub over in Stilltide, the Leaky Keel, it's called, and they make a decent brew. Some of the folks there should be able to point us in the right direction. And just what are you looking at? Fine. No need to give me that murderous stare. I know what you're thinking. That yacht, you think to yourself, always drinking and lounging about and drinking some more. What a sluggard! What a drunkard! What a magnificent beard! Oh, I wish I had a beard like that. Yes, I know. You don't need to explain yourself to me. We really should work on finding you a sense of humor. Maybe deal with that after Sophrosine. It might take a while. Anyway, you'll be happy to hear that while I was waiting, I got my hands on some prime information. Also, some excellent wine, which... No, information first. Right, so according to the local fisher folk, quite a few sin eaters turned up near the Bright Bay Cliff lately. I suggest we go there and kill as many as we find. We can't say for sure where Sophrosine will appear next, but if it's in the area, it won't pass up a chance to revive its fallen friends, right? And while we're at it, you can vent some of that pent-up rage you've got. Don't need to be pretty, so long as the job gets done. Just make sure to find me again before Sophrosine shows up. You hear? Oh, shit. Serves me for getting distracted. Always fun how the longer robes and shit clip through the bottom of the car. Honestly, it's a miracle that it hasn't severed a fuel line or something. That should do it. Now we wait to see if Sophrosine shows itself over those bushes, say, and I've got the wine right here. Yeah, there they are. There, that's it. See, it revived the other one. Hey, what's wrong? What a lonely place to die. The world outside is even worse than I feared. Is it someone there? You're alive. Well, why didn't you say so? I can't do much for the dead, but the living, that's a whole other matter. I can't believe it. All of my wounds healed. Thank you, kind stranger. You sure are lucky that I passed by. You really might have died, you know. You'll hear no argument from me. I was a fool. The thought that the hobgoblin I was after might have friends laying in wait never so much as crossed my mind. I shouldn't have been out here alone. Without your magic to keep me fighting, though... with your magic to keep me fighting, though, their numbers wouldn't pose such a problem. What do you say? You don't look to have a party of your own yet, and I could certainly use a man like you on my side. Well, I'm no man, you unripened gourd. Why, I've never been so insulted in all my life. Let me tell you what's what. I'm Lamet, proud daughter of the Thole family, and if I catch you mocking me again, I'll put you right back the way I found you. You hear? Yes, ma'am. I certainly didn't mean to offend. The beard misled me, you see. And that's that. Look, Ardbert, treasure. Is it bad that I know that these screenshots were taken in Copperbell Mines? You certainly look the hero. Now, let's see you act one. Hello, Arntel? Hey, you honorless lout, half-empty flagon, pointy-headed dung sniffer. Your mother was a hob, and your face looks like a newborn's arse. That was colorful. Straight face as always. A refreshing round of insults always cheers me up, but I'm starting to wonder if you have as much trouble with fun as you do with jokes. Are you sure your mother ain't a hob? Fine, never mind. At least we got what we came for, and you didn't miss much. After Sophrosine brought the other senior back to life, they both floated off to who knows where. But what happened to you? I saw a vision of the past. You saw Sophrosine? No, the real Lamet's past? Ha! I knew you'd have some kind of weird power. Sounds to me like what you witnessed was the beginning of Lamet's journey, right after she left home. It's odd. You said she was wearing her helm, and she helped out that injured traveler, just like any dwarf of honor would do. Maybe she wasn't born a monster then. It don't sit right with me neither, but standing around wondering about it won't do nothing but make us thirsty. We're done here, so let's go back to the Castrarium. There ain't nothing like a flagon of ale after a job well done. Don't give me that look. I did stuff this time, you saw. And you also saw Sophrosine work its magic. But since you haven't said nothing about it yet, I'm guessing you didn't have no sudden revelations about how to stop it. I alt-tabbed. Don't worry, I didn't expect you to solve my whole problem just like that. I only need you to remember what you saw today. Keep it in your mind. Then maybe something will come to you when you're working your magic elsewhere. Me, I like to think while I drink. It's the most efficient way, so you can find me here if you need me. I'll let you know when I have a plan. Ollie-ho! Looks like you've been training hard. In fact, your muscles are so much bigger, it's almost like there's 3 of you. Yes, I'm joking, as you know, but you do seem stronger. And I suppose you came up with a clever plan for stopping Sophrosine while you were at it. Don't worry, I have another test in mind that'll get us some more information. Then we'll be better set to think of something. We'll be killing Sin Eaters again, but this time you're healing them. Well, trying to anyhow. I don't expect it to work. Sin Eaters ain't like us, or like any sort of normal creature. But by seeing your healing magic fail to heal them, we should learn why it don't work, and then maybe we can figure out what's so different about Sophrosine. I've heard from folk passing through that stray Sin Eaters find their way to Amarang pretty often. Meet me at Mordsuk and be ready for carnage. Ah. Wait, what? You know, I heard that the liquor here ain't fit to drink, but it's not half bad. Gets the job done, and with a real kick. Oh, I know what you're thinking. That Gyat always downing one ale after another. You think to yourself, and so good at it, so good at it too. I'm uncontrollably jealous. I just can't take anymore. And you quietly weep on the inside. I'm sympathetic, I am, but my drinking is important, no indispensable. Dwarves get fiercer the more they drink. Really fuels the fire within. I can see you don't believe me. Fine. You leave me no choice. I'll show you. I'll go on ahead and dice some Sin Eaters, and the time it takes you to finish off this Mord Swill here. Just gulp that down and come and find me southeast of here. You'll see. A half-finished bottle of alcohol, apparently purchased by Gyat, sits on the mat. The local concoction within is a deep brown, and from it wafts a stench that can only be described as atrocious. Yeah. See, only 2 gulps. I'm sure it's fine. You hold your nose and gulp down the remaining liquid. At first, you taste only pure Carusian's alcohol, but then note the aftertaste. It's the flavor of slightly more potable alcohol with a hint of feet. Amazing! You finish. Of all non-Mord customers, only you and the dwarf ever drink so much. I'm sure I'll be fine. The Eater appears to have been roundly bludgeoned by a rather over-enthusiastic maul wielder. See, your average Sin Eater's no match for me, not with the power of tradition and alcohol on my side. As a matter of fact, I put down another before I got around to this one here, but I did the job a bit too well. Really mangled the thing. It was pretty gross. Flattened in all the wrong places, with bits poking out and the like. So I got it out of here. Anyway, you get the idea. I drink a lot. I kill stuff. You have to admit that's an effective strategy. And now that we've got our Sin Eater patient, you can try out your healing on it. Go. Didn't do nothing. As we thought, nothing. Did you figure out the why of it? I think it was never really alive to begin with. You're right on that one. Sin Eaters may look like people or beasts, but it's like they're just pretending. They're not truly alive. Only the light drives them, keeps them going, like winding an automaton. And healing magic ain't meant for restoring life to something that didn't have none to begin with. But if Sophrosine's power ain't like the healing magic we know, what is it? I also wonder why he didn't come and revive this one. Is it just too far away to take notice? Then again, I never heard tell of it happening at Holminster Switch, neither. And so many Sin Eaters got killed there that you'd think it would take notice eventually. So why only resurrect some Sin Eaters and not others? This is all too much thinking, not enough drinking. To the Crystarium. Oh shit, my armor's fucked. That's not good. The Mort stuff's alright, but here is fine ale. At least that's what my body tells me, and I always listen. That's how I keep my muscles primed and spirits high. Speaking of, would it kill you to relax a little? Being so serious all the time can't be good for you. And the silent staring just makes you seem morose. We won't kill Sophrosine any faster for not drinking, that's for sure. Nothing comes easy to sober folks. And that's why I need a few more in me before I can really get to work figuring out why Sophrosine does what it does. I keep feeling like I'm missing something obvious, but... Lily-ho, I'd ask if you're here for a drink, but I know you ain't. You've got that serious look about you, as usual. I've got my usual here too, my 5th round of it, in fact. Why so few, you ask? Well, I stepped away for a while to do some research, but that Morin bloke kicked me right out of the Cabinet of Curiosity and then banned me for life. Spilled just a wee bit of mead in the books and he chases you out with the fury of 1,000 floods. That man could use a drink if you ask me. Well, what's the glare for? Don't tell me you're siding with him over me. We're supposed to be partners. And after I worked so hard to find this new information on Sophrosine, drank so much I sat with those dusty tomes until not one but both of my buttocks went numb. So did you find anything? You know, after what I went through at the cabinet, your complete refusal to acknowledge anything I do is kind of comforting, actually. Anyhow, I did get some new information from a reliable source. A drinking buddy of mine, Sophrosine, was seen recently in the Rectica Greatwood. If we do some of our signature eater slaying in the forest, there's a chance we'll draw it out. I figure that sitting around thinking is getting us nowhere, and research can only take us so far, so why not? Maybe fighting it together will teach us something we couldn't learn ourselves. We can't kill it, but the two of us should be more than capable of getting a few whacks in and making an escape. I've fought it before and come away fine, mostly. So that's the plan. Meet me at Slitherbow, then we go a pummeling. There you are. I didn't mention it earlier, but I've been here looking for Sophrosine before. I know most everyone in Slitherbow, actually. Sure, they seem they seem an odd lot at first, what with worshipping the darkness and all, but once you get to know them, share a few drinks, they're not bad folks. Make a fine wine, too. Shame you can't get it anywhere else. Anyhow, they've been helping me out while I enjoy the local spirits. Seems that Sophrosine's shown herself in the blind forest of Yxmaya, east of here. Well, let's get out there and slay a few sin eaters each, like we did before. See if that brings it out to us. How is Gia not getting endlessly harassed by the Avira, or the V's rather? Maybe he's not quite deep enough yet. They're not quite deep enough yet. Right, that looks good. Well, not good, but you get my meaning. Now we settle in and hope that Sophrosine's feeling charitable today. Where is it? I'm nearly out of line. Oh, there. Don't forget, we still need to find out how it does what it does, so make sure you're watching, not just walloping. Watch closely. Watching. Wait for it. There. Won't even let me read the cast bar. Shame. Why doesn't it fix the other one, though? Well, make our lives easier, I guess. Charge. Kick down the weakling first. Ain't no match for us. Now for suffer. Oh, shite. How does it do that so fast? Switchcast. Right, divide and conquer. Then you take soft. It's working. Keep at it. Take that, you... What? Did we do it? Of course not. Healing magic is so annoying. No offense, no offense intended. Arntel. Oh, not again. So, this is the Guardian. You excited, Lamet? I alt-tabbed. Shit. Fixed it. Yes, of course. I've come this far, and I will claim the legacy of Ronka. What are my spells? I've got Stone, Heal, AoE Heal, Suna, and Benediction. Fuck them up. Those fucking render rays over there in Narnia. Why don't I have Ronkin Holy? Easy shit. Love to see it. Everyone alright? All's well, and now, let's get what we came for. The lost restorative magic of Ronka. Can you sense the power in it? Yes. There could be no mistake, Silva. This is it, and my only path is forward. Wise Guardian, in the name of the Royal House of Ronka, I implore you, grant me your knowledge. Lamet? I did it. The spell is mine at long last. I can save my sister. And you will. We'll meet up with Brandon and Nilebert, and then we'll see you home. Hey, he of inferior beardliness, egg face, Hobson, get it together for Stone's sake. Seeing into the past is a nice trick and all, but could you maybe, I don't know, wait until we're not in mortal peril next time? Driving Softstein away without pulverizing you in the bargain was no mean feat. If I weren't, well, we'd both be dead right about now. I hope you learned something worth the trouble, at least. So Lamet was after a spell from Old Ronka that could be the secret of Softstein's power. It's hard to know for sure. Whatever Lamet did to pry those secrets out of the ruins was right complicated by the sounds of it, and she took the power with her. We need to think of how we can confirm what you saw. Maybe find out what that magic actually does. Yes, over a nice mug of ale. No, mead. No, ale first, then mead. Nothing goes down so well after a fight than ale. Ain't no higher truth in the world than that. Don't give me those, oh, there goes Gyat waxing philosophical about the ale again, eyes. I'm doing this for your own good. It's plain that you never had a proper education. It's like this. You pick the right booze for the right job. You've got your ale for before and after physical fights, of course, but you've also got mead for reading, wine for singing, and your hard liquor for those times when you need to tell some Hobson to go stick his head in the forge. Me, I'll be switching to the mead. I'm thinking I might find something about what happened to Lamet's sister, if I look through my village's old annals, and hopefully I can get my hands on some historical records of Ronka. Moen be damned. I don't know what you'll be getting yourself into while I'm at it, but you make sure to bring the right drink for the job. I'll let you know when I've got something worth pursuing. There you are. I need less mead. Yeah, you heard me. Less, but more ale. Much more. Wait, you aren't the waitress. Oh, I know you want to say something, but you won't. You think that'll just encourage me. Well, maybe that's what I want you to think, or maybe, that's what that's what I want you to think. All the time I thought I was annoying you, but actually, nah, can't be. All this rubbish about lost civilizations must be getting to me head. I've read a dozen histories, and I still don't know nothing about that magic of Lamet's. What I did find, though, is where she would have gone if she wanted to see her sister, and it's in Tamra. So, what do you say? Come and visit my home. I'll be waiting for you when you get there. I may have forgotten to tell Arentel how to get here. That's unfortunate. Come to think of it, I ain't sure he can get here. The tunnel's only for dwarves, and Arentel, where'd you come from? I used the Aetherite. So it was you folks that got the ladder moving, huh? I can't believe you managed that and didn't even tell me. Just when you thought you know a person. And yes, that's a joke. Anyhow, the place I wanted to show you is just over there. Follow me. Nothing to worry about. This monstrosity came flying at my face, rudely, I might add, when I unsealed the old tunnels, but everything's under control. As you can see, I gave it an old-fashioned dwarven decking. Old tunnels? Yeah, they're the reason that I brought you here. Can't say I was expecting such a nasty welcome, but maybe I should have. Let me explain. You don't use it no more. We don't use it no more, but before the flood, dwarves lived in this place. Only the second one's mind. In those days, there was this illness called stone blight. Turned your skin to stone, bit by bit. And it was just a matter of time, a few months or a few years, until you were petrified completely. No one knew where it came from, but they did know that it was contagious, and so they locked them all up here. Here in the Blight Warrens. They needed to keep it from spreading because there was no cure, not back then. Lamet, was it not enough to leave without permission, or to return unbidden, bringing these strangers into our home? You knew full well that entering the Blight Wardens is forbidden. How many of our traditions must you trample before you are satisfied? If you so refuse to respect your heritage, you have no place here. As head of the council, I hereby banish you. You are no longer a dwarf. Begone and never return. Begone! Have you lost your wits? Lamet just cured your people, her sister and all the others. She left her village to find a way to save them, and she did. She did what no one else could. Your words have no weight here, outsider. This is a dwarven matter. Silence. Silence! I will not be silent. You have no idea what Lamet has been through. That's enough, Hardbert. Whatever my reasons, I did break our laws, and I did so knowing that this would be the result. I will accept my punishment. I leave my dwarven pride behind today. Lamet. If Lamet is leaving, so am I. You probably didn't think much of us after you shoved us in there to die, but it was awfully hard to breathe. We all took our helms off. If Lamet's going to be banished for breaking our traditions, then I should be too. As the young lady says, none of us is perfect, and it ain't right that Lamet should be the only one punished for it, especially seeing as she was saving us. Come on, exiles. We keep our faces plain for all to see, and our heads held high. Oh, everyone. There's an alternate reality where the flood never happened, and this event led to, like, an entire culture of just straight up Lalafels on the first. Are you sure you're all right with this? We could go back. We could. What? Pummel the elders with your axe? I know you're not the fledgling adventurer who got kicked flat by Hobbs anymore. You could probably defeat even our strongest warriors, but forget it. We have more important things to worry about. We still haven't found what caused the illness in the first place. If it really is the Shadowkeeper again, well, you know what we have to do. If this is what it takes to save our world, I will give up my home and more, Ardbert. And anyway, it's not all bad. I don't think I really understood before how beautiful it is out here. How nice the wind feels. It is nice, isn't it? And for what it's worth, I'm glad you're here, helmet or no. Ardbert, thank you. Hey Hobson, ugly. Look, I'm running out of insults here, and I'm starting to feel bad. Just wake up already. Finally. Well, that was harrowing. About as soon as you started doing your thing, that sin eater decided to raise from the dead. Though, I suppose that's mostly my own fault for not dealing it an extra blow or two, just in case. Anyhow, what did you see? I knew it. I knew that Lamet was the one who cured Stoneblight. It had to have been. She saved all of them, and they exiled her for it. And the head of the Council of Elders... Oh, sorry, I suppose I wandered off. Got caught up in my own thoughts. Actually, can you give me a moment? Or maybe a while. I'm not sure what to think is all. I don't want to keep you from your other work, so see you later. Oh, hello there, Arentel. Lolly-ho! Well, I mean, lolly-ho. Oh, and a lolly-ho to you, too. I'm impressed. You knowing to give me a lolly-ho just shows that you've really picked up on the finer points of Dwarven culture. That really helped, thanks. I was so busy dwelling on that business with Lamet that I almost forgot the news I had for you about Sophrosine. You remember the Sin Eater I killed in the Blight Warrens? Well, while you were gone, Sophrosine showed up to revive it. Seeing that convinced me. I mean, you remember how I was wondering why Sophrosine didn't revive every Sin Eater we take down, right? Well, we learned from your vision that the dwarves that Lemet cured of Stoneblight went into exile of their own volition. As you can see, the village was spared the worst of the flood, but the folks that left, well, probably weren't, which means Sophrosine is healing the same people Lemet did. Right, it's the only thing that makes sense. Those poor souls couldn't go back to the village, so they got caught in the flood. They became Sin Eaters, and Sophrosine is still saving them, even now. And that gave me an idea. As we figured before, Sophrosine ain't alive, but Lamet wanted so badly to heal those dwarves that it's still following suit. Like a reflex its body can't forget. The last time Lamet saw those folks she healed, they were harmless, leaving their home for the last time. Or helmless, leaving their home for the last time. She probably never forgot the sight of them, and so Sophrosine goes around healing helmless dwarves to this day. You see the solution, right? Helms. So simple, it's brilliant. Ain't it just? Not as brilliant as my beard, maybe, but few things are. Now, whether clapping a helm on a Sophrosine will keep it from healing itself, I can't say. It'll depend on whether the thing sees itself as just another helmless dwarf. If I don't seem to have much in the way of self-awareness, so I think it's worth a shot. Fortunately, we won't need to wait to find out. It came around not too long ago, not too long before you did. So if we kill the right sort of Sin Eaters, it should still be close enough to notice. Let's get to it. Wrong. There we go. On to the next spot. I am astounded that fucking healer of all jobs has the most fighting. Like, hands down. Right, so we've got our eaters, we've got our helms, and now we wait. Once Sophrosine shows up, we'll test out a helm on the bait first. That'll also save us from having to kill it over and over. This feels familiar. Aha, at last. A bit less toppling over on your part this time, if you please. Wait for it to be distracted with healing the other one, then we strike. What was the level 80 cat? Oh, yeah, it was Temperance. Yeah, turn your fucking tank stance on. Maybe some mitigation too, Gyat. I'd appreciate it. Rampart. Rampart's pretty good. You appear to be a warrior. Maybe fucking heal your goddamn self. Worth a shot. Perfect. Now, hold still. Wow. Oof. Ooh, thanks. The helm got it even worse than I just did, and it was our last one. I hate to say it, but this ain't going as well as I hoped. If we had even one more helm, I could try again, but wait, we do have one more helm. Just the one. Well, looks like it's time to take this eater down once and for all, together. Is she getting... She isn't. Wow, that's annoying. So my temperance did actually nothing to help her not take damage. Nifty, love it. And dead. Ha! Take that, you pasty bastard. I'll have to check to see if she's wearing the helmet in Hero's Gauntlet, actually. 'Cause you've never paid enough attention to notice. What's that you've got there, Arentel? Some kind of crystal? Tradition wouldn't have saved her. That's why I left. I left and I traveled. I met Ardbert. We found our companions, and together we searched. Are you her? Lamet, I listened. I called you a disgrace before, and my journey was not an easy one. To save my sister, to save them all, I faced thousands. I faced 1,000 foes. I know, I understand now. I'm just so... I'm so... But as I did, I learned how wide this world is, how beautiful, how cruel, and how much I wanted to protect it. Perhaps it should have been easy for me then, to give up my home forever, for a great cause. It wasn't. It hurt so much. But you bore it. You forgave them. You survived. Yes, it hurt, but I survived, because they were there, because he was there. Ardbert, stubborn idiot, you sweet boy, you never did understand what you meant to me. Rest well, Limit. You were the best of us. We did it. I can hardly believe it. This calls for a drink at the Crystarium, don't you think? If that silence is you wondering if I want to go home, well, I can't. I showed my face to you, didn't I? It broke our rules. So I'm thinking I'll give Lamet's way a try. Live proud as an exile, just like all the other folks she saved. Ah, don't make that face. It's nothing that a little ale won't solve. Ah, that's the stuff. Can I help you? You're staring, really staring. Do you know what? Do you know that you're doing that? I'm glad that you're here. Helm or no? Looks like you finally figured out how to tell a joke. Now's the part where I stare all misty-eyed into the distance, right? Anyway, there's something I've been wanting to tell you. Firstly, well, you've been following along with my crazy plans this whole time, but I never really said how much I appreciate your help with Sophrosine and Lamet. Thank you. And I think you deserve to know something else too. You know the elder who exiled Lamet. That was my great-grandfather. He's remembered as the greatest warrior of our kind. I always wanted to be just like him, to be strong, honorable, protect our traditions. But Lamet, she saved so many from their suffering. Us dwarves might not even be here today if she hadn't cured Stoneblight. And he took away her home forever. It's hard to see that as anything other than cruel. Tradition is important, but it's not the only important thing. Kindness, empathy, love, this world and the living, breathing people in it. They matter more. That's what I learned from all the folks I shared drinks with, from Lamet and from you. And I intend to keep learning here in this city with my face plain for all to see and my head held high. So you know where to find me next time you want to share a drink. I know our job is done, but you'll always have a place at my side. Do you hear? And with that, we have completed all of the role quests in Shadowbringers, leaving only, you don't see that, leaving only the Master role quest, and I want to say it's Tales from the Shadows, I think? The Void Calls, that's what it is. Which we will most likely be doing tomorrow. So, I want to thank anyone for stopping by who did. I really appreciate anyone who gives me the time of day. And until I stream again, have a good one all.